So, does Twitter have you feeling a little perplexed or annoyed or irritated? Because what I want to do is I want to share with you today on how you can get started with Twitter for your business with three really simple yet super smart strategic tips that can help you get more visibility for your growing organization. My name is Heather Heuman, and I absolutely geek out on talking about social media marketing for the purpose of growing your organization. It's what I love, it's what I do. So let's go ahead and dive in and talk about what are those three tips. So, first of all, for many of you all, Twitter is a very fast paced platform. But before you dive into all the nuances on retweeting and what to click and uploading content, I want to make sure that you have a couple foundational things set up in place. So, I'm going to talk to you about three things that I believe are super, super important. Number one, photos. Number two, your bio. And number three, which is a pro tip, the pinned post. So let's go ahead and talk about this. And then I'm actually going to pull up Twitter and we're going to look at it. So on Twitter, you have a profile photo. So first of all, if you want to be taken seriously, if you want to be deemed as credible as a business, as an influencer, as someone that you want to have bantering conversation back and forth with other people, I want you to have a Twitter profile uploaded with a photo of what you look like today. Now, that would be 2020 right now at the time of this recording, but pulling out that awesome photo of 2011 when you just had the best lighting is not what we're looking for here. We're looking for a photo in good lighting, awesome if it's a professional headshot, but it does not have to be, because we all have these awesome, cool things called phones where we can go and get great quality photos quickly and easily. So upload a profile photo on Twitter that showcases what you currently look like. Another reason why this is so important is because when you are sending tweets and you are engaging with everybody, that profile photo, which I oftentimes remind you is the size of your pinky fingernail, it's super, 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 super tiny. So you are going to be better well served if that is a photo that really is a nice tight shot of what your face looks like. Because the more that you show up on Twitter to engage with the right people, the more repetition they will begin to see when they see your photo. So that profile photo is awesome. I also want you to know that that cover photo for your Twitter account is a fantastic real estate for you to really show and focus exactly who you are and who you like to help. So let's go ahead and move to number two. Let's talk about your profile photo when we think of Twitter. So let's just pull Twitter up right now. Okay, if we were to look at my Twitter account, so it's right here. So if you were to go to twitter.com, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to pull up. If you already are logged in, then you will have a feed that's going to be customized to you. And if you want to be able to get to your personal profile, just click on your face. And when you do, you'll see the profile photo, which we see right here, and you'll see the cover photo that I was just speaking about that is right here. Now we're going to discuss this area right here in the middle of your screen, which is the bio on Twitter. I want to give you a couple key tips that I have found to be super imperative as you're building and growing your Twitter profile and building your business using Twitter. First of all, I like to let you know that you do have a limited number of characters that you have to use, which means you have to be strategic. You really need to think of what are you wanting to be known for? What is it that you do? So if you have a lawn mowing service, you want the keywords that your customers are using when they're on social media incorporated into your bio. So I am a keynote speaker, so you'll see that incorporated into mine. You'll see I have social media strategist incorporated, and I think that that is important. I have the name of the book I wrote in the hashtag that I'm using with my book, and I also have the name of my podcast. So those are some things I have chosen to use, but I also want you to know that I've included that I love family at the beginning because it's important for me, and I think for you as well, to incorporate just what stands you apart from other people. Maybe you're a coffee lover. Maybe you love pets. Maybe you collect hamsters. Whatever it is that's unique about you, feel free to include a little bit of that personality to allow yourself to shine in your bio on Twitter. Lastly, I see this oftentimes, and this is a huge mistake. Please make sure that you have the location to where you are, especially if you have a locally based business. You want to make it as easy as possible for people to be able to identify where you are physically located. Then the last thing you'll notice on Twitter in the bio section before we move on is that you're going to have one link. I currently have that going to a link of my book, The Golden Rules of Social Media Marketing, which you can also check out on Amazon. But that's where it heads to. If you have an event coming up, or you might, let's say, have an opt-in for a freebie where you're collecting email addresses, well, that might be the link that you want to specifically have. But very strategically, choose what you want that to be for. The last tip I'm going to share with you today on really encouraging you on how to get started on Twitter for business is your pinned tweet. I highly encourage people to have that pinned tweet to be something that is a top business goal in your efforts of growing on social media. So let me give you some examples. I have my pinned tweet going again to a link about my book. I have in the past used it on, let's say, a day that I'm speaking at an event, and I'll say, go follow me on Twitter and give a retweet to my pinned post for a chance to win a 1-hour strategy call with me, right? It's just something that's quick and that it's easy. Or I'll even do a quick little message video for the people at the event in which I am speaking. But it could also, like I said, just be a top thing that maybe identifies what you love to do in your business. And you could also have it go towards an email opt-in, something that you want to think of it as wanting to leverage that glance of people as one of the first things they see when they're following you on Twitter. So with that being said, I would love for you in the comments below to let me know, have you found this to be helpful as it relates to your journey of using Twitter for your business? I'd love to be able to come and connect with you also on Twitter. So if you have a desire to grow your Twitter following, please right here in the comments below, go ahead and put the username for your Twitter handle and let me know what your page is about. All across social media, I want to encourage you to know that the follow for follow method is not the best and smartest strategy to grow your business. So when I say, hey, drop your Twitter URL below or drop your username below, and tell me what your page is about, well then if I see that your page is about something that I am interested in, then I, as well as many others that are going to read it, will be able to come along and say, oh, that's a Twitter account I'd like to go and follow and engage with. If you found this to be helpful, let me know. And I also want to encourage you that I will have a link right here below where you can go and learn another trick on being able to create Twitter lists. And I have a blog post, so I'll include that link right here below. So some free content showing you how to strategically create Twitter lists of influencers, people that live in your area, people in the local community and media, all types of possibilities and all types of options. But building Twitter lists is a great way for you to be able to build connection, make relationships with more of the ideal people that you're looking for in your business. My name is Heather Heuman with SweetTeaSocial Marketing, author of The Golden Rules of Social Media Marketing, as well as the podcast host to Business Jesus Sweet Tea. So if you're a podcast listener, I would love for you to head on over and take a listen to our podcast. But I'd love to let you know that I look forward to seeing you here again on YouTube, and make sure that you subscribe and click that notification bell so you'll be able to get notified each and every time we have a new upcoming video for you right here on YouTube. In the meantime, you guys take care.